Hi guys. So as you can see from the title, today we're going to be reviewing the e.l.f. 22-piece mini on the go palette and the e.l.f. Essential Professional Travel Brush Kit. Now I was looking around on e.l.f. website and I saw this palette, and it's pretty small as you can see, and I thought that would be really good for work or other times when I need makeup. I'm not real big on carrying it in my purse. I always carry just a small bag, or to work I just carry a lunch bag that I just keep my work essentials in. And I've never carried makeup in my purse. I've never had good luck with it. It seems like it always breaks and makes a mess and ruins everything else in the makeup bag. But there have been several times throughout the years when I was at work and I needed makeup. I really could have used it. So I saw this travel palette. It's originally $15. And it was only $10. And the travel brush kit was $5. And we all know e.l.f. I mean, there's lots of products you love. e.l.f. can be kind of hit or miss. So for $15, I got this set, and I thought, wouldn't it be great if I could have, access to makeup at work. There's been a couple times I have forgotten makeup, just totally on my way to work, realized didn't wear makeup today. Or maybe you get bad news about a coworker or a loved one and you cry, and when I cry, my eyes turn red, my eyeballs turn red, around my eyes turn red. It's just tragic. And I always joke that I would scare little kids. So I know in the midst of getting bad news at work, your makeup's the least of your things. But the point is, just to try to pull yourself together and get through the day. Because whenever I've gotten bad news or been upset at work, I know that's not professional, but we're human, and you work somewhere for years, you're going to have a couple upsetting things come about. I've gotten bad news about my sister, bad news about my mother. One day I got a call my uncle had passed away. Maybe you get bad news about a coworker. I'm pretty tenderhearted, and I can cry about something near and dear to my heart. I have a hard time controlling that. We're human. So, like I said, my eyes get so red that if I would go up to anybody, later on, they'd be like, have you been crying? So it's just so stupid. So just to try to get through your day, I think it would be nice to have a makeup option, like in my desk or in my cubby or in my locker or whatever. Also, other times I was thinking about makeup when I could use a small travel palette. And I'd like to hear your ideas too, when you could use makeup. I know I used to, when my daughter had her own apartment, I used to stay with her a lot. And I hate to pack a lot. I just hate it. So I would use her makeup. And now I realize that's probably not very hygienic to be using her makeup and her makeup brushes and mascara and stuff. So, of course, she didn't complain, but, if I had a do-over, I would have something like this there. So, I am wearing this now, and I used the e.l.f. On the Go palette and the makeup brush set. I'm trying to keep this small, cheap, total for these two I spent $15, and at that time shipping was free on this site. So, if I had much more than that to spend, I would rather use it for a makeup product that I would enjoy every day, rather than, if I had more than $15 to spend on this makeup, I'd rather, add to my daily makeup collection and enjoy it. So I guess I want the best of everything. I want something that's decent, that will work, you know, those 2 or 3 times a year that I would use it. But I would invest this much, you know, a small amount to have it available. And I want something that works, that I could pull off, you know, cleaning myself up with a makeup look just to get through the day. You know, just to be professional and cleaned up. So, I'm going to show you this. Also, to keep this makeup look simple and realistic, the moisturizer I used would be what would be in my purse, which is this was what we would have. You know, any moisturizer you carry in your purse. This is a e.l.f. one. I got their $5 brush kit, and it came with 5 brushes, but the brushes that came in this, you know how they all fall out and get loose everywhere, you know, like this small, it's really not, but they're calling this a blush brush. It came in the palette, and you know, like this dual-ended sponge applicator, you know, that comes in the palette. You know how they'll spill all over the place when you try to open it? So I just stuck all of those in here. So the ones that came with this are the white-handled ones. A sponge applicator. This is a small angled brush. I did use that for my eyebrows. I was even able to do eyebrows today because there is a brown shade. It's a little dark. There's 2 shades of brown in the palette, and if I had a do-over, I'd use the lighter one. Lip brush. I have washed this. It washed up just fine. I just washed it with baby shampoo. A brush and comb. And a face brush. And actually, this is pretty soft, and it's not too bad for the blushes. Let me show you the palette now. And it comes in this nice, pretty, it's not too cheap feeling. It feels fine. Roll-up palette with a snap. And like I said, this palette with the 5 brushes and the case was $5. And I really like it. And here's the palette. And if you look at the website, I did compare this to what they show on the website, and the colors are very true from what I received versus what you see on the website. This is called the 22-piece mini on the go palette. Has 10 eyeshadows, and then it came with a dual-sided sponge applicator. Like I said, I stuck it in the makeup case. Comes with 5. Calls them lip glosses, but I mean, I put this on and it's still on. And they're kind of in between a lip gloss and a lipstick, I believe. It also came with a lip brush that I stuck in the palette. Now we have, this is like a kind of like a strawberry rose color. This is a very light pink color. This is a nude. This is purple, plummy purple, and this is a mauvey pink color. And what I have on my lips now is I put the mauvey pink down first, and then I put a bit of the purple, and I used the lip brush that came in the brush kit. Here's a mascara. Also, just to help this last a little better, because it is pretty glossy, but it is pretty pigmented. I thought I was pretty satisfied with it. This darker mauve here is, I just kind of stuck my finger in it and then just patted it just to kind of set that with a little bit of powder, you know. So the colors we have here, this is a purple, it's a light tan, green, blue, and this is kind of a violet blue color, kind of a purplish blue. This is a light rose, a mauve, a white. The white was pretty chalky, didn't care for it. This is a lighter green, and then this is a dark brown. This is the one I used on my brows, and you can see for me it's a bit dark, and I would use a better combination of these two next time, now I know. And then on the third one, it's calling all of these blushes, but I think they're kind of multi-purpose. This is pretty dark for a blush. You got to be very careful with it. It's very pigmented. It's pretty bright. You got it a little bit, goes a long way. And then this is a nice bronzer color. I used this around my hairline and to tone this down because I used too much. This is pretty bright and it's pretty shimmery. I use this as a highlight. And since the white in the eyeshadow palette was so, oops, dropped the mascara, was so bright, I didn't really care for the white. So I used this color. It's got a shimmer to it. I don't know if that's showing up. It's got quite a bit of a shimmer to it. And I used it for my highlight below my brow. Okay? On this look today, what I wore, and I used my fingers. I didn't really care for the brushes that came in the palette, you know, like the sponge applicator, so I used my fingers. I used this light tan all over my brow. I used this plummy purple color in the crease right here. And just to deepen that up a bit, I used the dark brown closer in the crease and on the outer V. And then just to, after all of that, you know, after this tan, my lid had kind of gotten blended away. So just to add, brighten it up, I used this light pink just on my lid. Just to brighten that up after I did all the contour and shading. On my, it doesn't come with eyeliner, so I used again this purple plummy color. On the same angled brush that I used for my eyebrows, I used that for my lower line and my upper line. And then it wasn't quite dark enough, so I went back in with a little bit of the brown and darkened it up a little bit since I don't have eyeliner. And I know from experience of playing with this palette that the mascara is pretty light, and it doesn't work very well. So it's called e.l.f. mini mascara. It is black. It's got a normal brush, and it doesn't build up very much. It's pretty subtle and pretty light. So what I did was put a good coat on, and then I went and did my lips and my lower lashes and let it dry for a minute while I was doing my lips, and then I went in and put a second coat on the upper lash, and I think it worked out okay. So again, the idea of this palette is just to invest a little amount of money, but have something fairly decent, accessible, when those times you need something. Like I said, those times at work when you could use makeup, but you don't want to carry makeup with you. And like I said, I'd be interested to hear your times that you would need to, you know, have makeup on hand, or where you would go. Like, you got a boyfriend's house you stay over, a family's house, you know, like your sister's house. You know, I live over an hour from my hometown, so if I would go home, you know, like I said, when I was staying with my daughter, if I had something like this there, then I could use my own makeup. I am, just for the sake of being, you know, small and accessible and easy, because, you know, to do makeup, we're not going to take, or I'm not going to take, you know, foundation and powder and concealer and brushes and, you know, beauty blenders and everything. So one thing I did found that I really like, I think the packaging might be changed now. This is called e.l.f. Smart Shade Anti-Aging Makeup. This is in the color Light Medium 200, and it has SPF 20. This is such cool stuff. It's like a BB or CC cream. I'll show it to you. It starts out gray. It gets me every time I use it. It's like cool science. So it starts out like a chalky gray color, and then as you rub it together, it starts turning the color of foundation. And it's supposed to have some kind of smart shade where it, see this white here? Now watch. It's going to start turning to foundation color. I don't know. It's really cool. Anyway, this is a light to buildable coverage. Close to medium, I'd say. I have one coat on my face, and then under my eyes, you know, like this area right here, and my eyes to prime it for eyeshadow, I did put 2 coats, 2 layers. So I applied just a small amount, warm it up in your hands, spread it all over your face, and then I went back in and then under my eye. And this is my new favorite thing. I got 2 of these off of eBay for like 10 something. And this is what I've been wearing just for every day. For going on errands, going to the grocery, you know, when I had all the physical therapy for my hand, shopping out and about, eating out, you know, just quick and easy everyday look. I've been wearing this. It sets fine. I didn't even use any powder today. And so I bought, like I said, 2 of these for 10 something off of eBay. So of course I would include this just because it's so easy, and you know, you can apply it with your fingers. You don't need concealer and foundation and SPF and, you know, powder and everything. All, you know, that's pretty compact is the word I'm thinking of. And economical, because like I said, I got 2 of these for $10, so it was like $10.62, I believe. Love this stuff. So of course I would include one of those in my travel kit to keep in my drawer or wherever. So my final thoughts on this. Okay, I've already told you, love this, love this. Will repurchase. I have 2, like I said. I've been wearing it a lot, but I will definitely repurchase this. This, I found the quality to be okay. The brushes included in it are ridiculous. So I would invest the extra $5 in the additional travel brush set. I will have the information for these products, that, like, this is product number 1811 and this is product number 85052. You know, I'll have these listed down below. Yes, this is good, but the brushes don't work. So this saves it, essentially, and makes it usable. So yeah, overall, $10 for this e.l.f. 22-piece mini on the go travel palette. Yep, definitely worth the money. I really like the quality of the products, and I really like the shades that are included, and I like how compact it is, and it feels durable. I like the quality of the brushes and how compact all of that is. So yes, totally recommend both of these. And I might do a giveaway if I have enough feedback and if I have anybody interested. It would be just to let me know if you're interested in a giveaway and when you would use a travel palette set like this, when you think you would need it. Okay, so just let me know your comments. And I think that's all for now. Okay, bye guys.